I was contacted by Corey, and Corey said, I make notebooks. Do you want some notebooks? I said, Corey, of course. So he sent me notebooks. Now these are special notebooks. It's a set of 3, and it commemorates an event that only happens once every 17 years in the United States. The arrival of the B.R.E cicada, which is on the notebook. It's very cute. If you're an entomologist, you need this, and otherwise you also need it. So I'm going to cover this notebook. I mean, it's a small notebook. There isn't a whole lot of pieces and parts to show off. Then I will write with several pens in it to see how the paper holds up, and that is pretty much it. Corey, thank you very much for sending me the notebooks. I appreciate it. Let's get the show on the road. Okay, let's have a chat. I'll zoom out just a little bit so you can see them a bit better. Let's have a look at and chat about the head bone, that B.R.E notebook. So it's a dot grid. It's a little. I thought it was a little confusing because this looks like a grid, but it's actually dot grid on the inside, as you will see. Comes with this little wrapper around it. I will try to post a link to where you can purchase them online. You get a 3-pack. A 3-pack is $12.95. You can also get this along with a set of stickers, which are very cute, and I forgot to grab them, but it's a skull sticker such. It looks really neat. It's kind of like this sort of logo. They're very cute. And so again, this commemorates the once every 17 years arrival of the B.R.E cicadas, which look like this. They're very big. I have seen cicadas. We don't have them in the Netherlands as far as I know, but when I came to Canada I saw cicadas, and they're big bugs. The size is 3.5 by 5.5 inches. There is an extensive description of the cicadas on the inside, and I was unable to find the paper weight, and I haven't really been able to find and that could just be me, but a count of paper. How many? But let's do this quickly, because 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This makes for really good television. I know. 11, 12. So that's 24 pages that you can write on, right? 24 pages, and then that makes 48. It's a nice paper, I thought. I just did this really roughly, by the way. That's on me. I really folded that over very far. It's a nice paper because it's almost a bit cream colored. It's not a very super high sort of chloride white paper, which I liked. And the dots look like they're 5mm by 5mm, I would say. So I thought what we would do is just take a couple of pens, just do some writing, and then see where we end on this. And for this, of course, I could zoom in a bit. I don't know there's much else to say about these notebooks. It's kind of a field note size notebook. They're cute, they're pocketable. That cicada artwork is actually nice because it's really crisp, and I really like that design. But let's see how the paper holds up. I didn't recall any specific claims being made on the website on it being fountain pen friendly, but I'll be the judge of it anyway. So here we go with the Fountain Pen Revolution Jaipur version 2. This is a fine nib, but also a flex nib, so I can use it for two things. So I'm just going to put in fine. I'm using this with no pressure whatsoever. The ink is the Mardi Gras from Fountain Pen Revolution, which I have found to be a little prone to feathering. So in general, I have found that ink to be a bit prone to feathering. That's one of the reasons I wanted to use it, to check the paper. This is the Fountain Pen Revolution blue, splash blue. I'm blanking on the name. I know it looks turquoise, but it is labeled as a blue ink. This is a medium nib. I see microscopic amounts of feathering, but it's really, really not pronounced. I have here a yard lead with a broad nib. This is Leonardo Blue, which I really like. It's a nice, really nice dark blue. And then finally I have a Conid king size bulk filler with a double broad nib. And the greatest ink ever made. In all of these, I see tiny bits of feathering. I'll make sure that on the website there are close-up pictures of this. It's really minimal. I can see how far I can zoom in with this still focusing. Probably about there. You see minimal amounts in this G, for example, or in this H, but it's, in my mind, it's barely noticeable. Here, for example, with this F, I find it a bit more noticeable. So that ink is a bit more prone to it. Now the other thing that we need to look at, because I will do a flex sample, but I just wanted this to dry a bit. Let's look at bleed through a little bit. And again, mainly in the purple ink. The others seem okay. You see a little bit with the blue there. The rest is mainly kind of a show through, ghosting, maybe a little bit of bleed through. I have definitely seen worse. I've also seen better. Again, I don't recall any particular claims being made to this being fountain pen friendly. That's a lot of ink. And what I also wanted to do was, I have here a ballpoint, which obviously is not going to feather, bleed, or whatever. I have a rollable. These are both by the brand Calamus. And then reviews, of course, up or will come up. And then here I have a gel writer. Give me one sec. This is by Woobin. Also quite cute. I wouldn't expect any particular issues with those types of writing. There is definitely feathering on the super wet flexing stuff. That's kind of what I would expect. As to bleed through, yeah, it's definitely bled through a bit. I think these notebooks to me would be very much a matter of ballpoint, rollerball, pencils, these kinds of notebooks, sorry, these kinds of writing instruments, not, or maybe a pencil, but not so much a fountain pen, unless you use something with a somewhat finer nib, and that can be okay. And of course some inks will be better than others, but I think for the price, $12.95 for 3 of these, I think you could do a lot worse. This in my mind performs very much like, say, a Field Notes would perform. It's been a while that I used the Field Notes though, but that's kind of what I recall. Nice size, small size, very pocketable, cute picture. I think it's a nice product. I mean, likes and dislikes. Look, it's a small notebook that's stapled together. I mean, I don't know what else we can say. For this price, I think it's decent. It also commemorates a pretty cool event. That's all I have. So a very kind thank you to Corey for sending me these. I hope this overview was useful to you. They're definitely cute. I'll try to post a link where you can buy them in the description. And that's pretty much it. I hope this was useful, and I'll gladly see you later. Bye bye.